Rock!
Also, be yourself. Be yourself. Don't try and copy other successful vloggers. As cool as fucking cool as Jake the Garden Snake is, and I love his fucking crazy supermoto antics and running around and crazy and screaming at people and doing wheelies and shit. That's not for everybody. There's a very certain few people that can pull that off and still be entertaining instead of annoyed. Jake is one of those people. You may or may not be one of those people. I'm definitely not. First, I don't have the balls to wheelie, and second, I can't be on 3,000 miles an hour all of the time. That's just not my personality. I'm actually quite a chilled, relaxed guy. So when people are, I feel like if you try and be that person and then you attract those types of subs, that eventually you're gonna look and say, well, damn it, I don't want to be that kind of vlogger anymore. You're going to change your style, and all the people that you tricked into thinking this is how you are going to say, well, what the fuck, this isn't what I signed up for, and you're going to lose subs. I feel like all of my subs have subscribed to me because they like my style of vlogging, or moreover, they like looking at Cape Town. I'll admit it, 75% of you don't give a fuck what I'm saying, you just like to look at the 300-year-old Dutch cottages that I constantly pass and the mountain views. Oh, I know you guys. I know you. But anyways, yeah, be true to yourself and don't try and put out what you think people want to watch. Put out the kind of stuff that you want to watch, and then eventually the right types of people will find your channel. They'll be like, holy shit, this is exactly what I like to watch, and you'll have a nice big sub base of people who dig your shit instead of an artificial sub base. Artificial sub base. Oh, that was cool, man. That little 125, the guy with 125 had looks like he had his little boy on the back going on for a Sunday afternoon ride. That's awesome. I don't know if I'd ever be able to take my kids out on a motorcycle or not. Ooh, that's a heavy question. Will you let your kids ride? But that's for another time. Yeah, and then you guys that are trying to grow your channel, the small guys. Like me. I've only got 700 subs. That is peanuts compared to some of the bigger guys. So if you're trying to grow your channel, look, your first 100 subs, getting from 1 to 100 will, getting from 1 to 100 will take you that certain amount of time. This will be a long time, probably, unless you've got really unique, really interesting content, which some people do. But the time it takes you to get from 100 to 200 will be half the time it took you to get from 1 to 100. Time will take you to get from 200 to 300 will be half the time it took you to get from 100 to 200, or 100 to 300. You get what I'm saying? It gets exponentially easier to get subs as you have subs, because the more subs you got, the more people are watching your videos, liking your videos, commenting on your videos. The way YouTube is set up is actually very interesting. In that sense, it compounds. It basically compounds, and that the more people are watching, the easier it is to spread the word. And of course, I appreciate each and every one of you that do your recommendations. Every once in a while, I'll get a Twitter shout out or a Facebook shout out from a fellow motovlogger. But those relationships, guys, they've got to be. Please don't pull out on me, bro. Okay, good. They've got to be developed. You don't just rock up on the scene and start spamming the big motovloggers with watch my video, watch my video, watch my video. You're just gonna piss people off. Easiest thing to do is if people got competitions and have asked for video responses, to do a couple video responses, to enter a couple competitions, but don't do it for the wrong reasons, though. I mean, do it because you want to be involved in the community. Don't do it because you think, oh, well, if I enter this competition, maybe I can pick up another 50 subs. No, do it because it's fun. Fuck. I mean, the Slow Roll Challenge. Fuck, everybody enjoyed that. Well, most of the people enjoyed it, I think. And a lot of people got a lot of exposure from it too. Shit, I got a ton of subs from it, and I think a lot of the guys who participated probably got a lot of cross promotion as well. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. And let me see, what else? No, I think that's it, guys. Just be true to yourself. Be true to yourself. Come up with original, interesting vlog topics. And if you have a nicer place to ride, you know, instead of doing what I'm doing and riding through boring neighborhoods. Sorry guys, there's not enough light for me to go anywhere cool. Although I suppose I could try and play it to Hout Bay. I'll take the Hout Bay road down a little bit anyways, so you guys can look at that while we're riding. But yeah, look, just be yourself. Just be yourself. The subs will find their way to you. They will find their way to you. Woo! Fucking Woolworths. Very expensive food. Very expensive but very good. Okay, so that's one little topic. This is a fucking long vlog. You bitches are spoiled. I tell you why I'm doing a longer vlog today. It's because I'm going back to Texas on this coming Saturday. Sweet! Fucking cool. I'm going back to Texas this coming Saturday, and I will be in Texas for 2 weeks. And as you can imagine, there's no motorcycle in Texas, so there's no motorcycle vlogging. No motorcycle vlogging, so you guys, this will have to tide you over until I get back. Hope no hard feelings, but I need a break from work and I need to go home and see family. Okay, so anyways, my second question was why a GSXR? Why a GSXR 600? So let me step back. Let me step back and first say why a sport bike. That's actually quite an easy one to answer, and it goes all the way back to Little Migs, when Migs was, you know, fucking 5 years old or whatever, and he was in mom and dad's car, staring out the window, longingly looking at the motorcycles passing. All I saw was sport bikes, and I don't know if that's just my childhood memory, only remembering the sport bikes, probably. But I've always had a fascination with them. I always thought they were cool as shit, and I still do. I think they're the closest thing you can get to a fighter jet without having a fighter jet. I mean, shit. You're riding around. I mean, excuse the term. You think crotch rocket? Oh, crotch rocket. But if you just take the crotch off, it has a little bit cooler connotation. You're riding a missile that you're controlling. I mean, you lean into the corners. It's like fucking flying, man. And that's one of the coolest thing about riding a motorcycle, is I don't think as humans you can get much closer to flying without putting on one of those sweet wingsuits and fucking going crazy. Yeah, so that's why sport bikes. I started out on a sport bike, and when I originally had that naked 650. I had those big fucking, you know, those Renthal bars. If you look at like very first videos I saw, very first videos I did, you see I was on that 650, very upright seating position, and as soon as I could afford it, I got some Woodcraft clip-ons and straight back into a nice sport bike stance, because that's what I'm comfortable with. That's what I enjoy. That's what I enjoy riding, which is awesome. I love them. Why GSXR? That's the easy answer. The easy answer I could give you was, you know, both my girl's parents own 2 Suzuki shops, so they all grew up on GSXRs, on S-Rads, and you know, with the MotoGP that was in the MotoGP was in town when they used to race in South Africa. They were in the same town as my girl's family was in, so they always grew up around Suzuki's, and when we started talking about getting me a bike, it wasn't even a question of what type of bike. It was going to be a Suzuki, and it is, and I love this bike. Will I ever ride a bike besides a Suzuki? I mean, look, if I came across some sort of epic deal where I could get an R6 brand new for half the cost that I could get a Suzuki of the same, you know, the same caliber, then yeah, of course I would. What a silly question. Of course I would. But if given the choice, if all things are equal, I will take the Suzuki every time. In the little time that I've had these bikes, my first bike and this bike, I have grown a a deep fondness, a deep fondness for not only the brand, but I don't know, man. It's a fucking Suzuki. It is. It's a Gixxer. I love it. I love this bike. I love this bike, and it's, you know, it's my first proper sport bike, and I don't think I'll ever. I think in 40 years, long after I've sold this bike and owned, you know, 15 more, I'll probably look back and be like, son of a bitch, I need to go out and buy me a, hang on, let me get my old Nix for, well, son, you son of a bitch, I need to go out and buy me a 2007 K7 GSSR 600. I hope I don't sound like that in 40 years, but I might. I don't know. I don't know. I'm almost 30, so that's like 60 years, pushing 90. I probably won't even be alive. But I might sound like that, and if I do, that's what I'm going to say. I need to go get me my K7 Gixxer, and I don't know, man. I love this bike. So that's why Suzuki. That's why GSXR 600. That's why sport bikes. Because I love it. I love that shit. I shower in it. Cool, guys. Well, I think that was actually that was a pretty hefty vlog. That was a pretty hefty vlog. I don't know if it was because I didn't particularly have anything to say over the last couple weeks, so I kind of built it all up. Don't merge me, bruh! Ooh, look at all this sand! This looks dangerous. Ooh, gravel. This is not good. We've had a shit ton of rain the last couple weeks. I need to take it easy through here. Anyways, I will catch you guys in 2 weeks' time. A little over 2 weeks' time. I'll get back the Tuesday. And I think I get back the Saturday. Okay, yeah, 2 weeks time. I'll see if I can make a vlog. Maybe the day or the day after I get back, and tell you all good stories about Texas. Sound good? Sounds good, Migs. Good man and woman. Good boys and girls. Good everyone. I will catch you on the flip side. See ya.